What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Sticks, and I'm back with another video. Hey, check this out. This ain't gonna be that long of a video. I really wasn't gonna say nothing, but I have to. Today I'm gonna be talking about Pino and what he did in that interrogation room with the investigator. I've never seen nothing like that in my whole life. At least not from somebody who was claiming the gang, for real. And I watched his response video and he was like, yeah, but I was protecting my brother, this and that. Nah, you guys seen it by now. He threw himself and his brother under the bus. He's like, yeah, but you didn't see how the girl snitched on me. The girl's a straight drug addict, tweaker. You're the one claiming the gang. You're the one that's supposed to keep it solid. You're the one that's woofing all the time, talking about you're living like that. Now we all see what I was talking about when I told you I didn't want to be a part of that circus. Because in that circus, there's a lot of clowns. And now I don't want to put them all in one box, because there's some real ones out there with a good message and trying to keep the younger generation out of lockup. So I don't want to put them all in the box, but you'd be surprised how many of these people come on the internet acting like they're living like that, and the outcome is they've been singing the whole entire time. This boy was like in a church choir. He was just singing to the top of his lungs, to the best of his abilities. He's like, yeah, I sell weed and I sell blues, so therefore that's how I know these people. They bring me all the stolen goods and I throw them a little bit of weed and whatnot, you know, and I know what they do. Old girl never gives me the jewelry because she could just go pawn it. I got me a couple TVs though, out of a stolen house. I'll show you exactly where the house is. It's right here. It's right there. Oh, and what about that dude Ray that drives the white truck? Yeah, he's out hitting licks every night, robbing cars. That's what they do. Are you guys surprised by this? For real. Because I'm not. I'm not surprised by it at all. This is why I stay by my lonely. This is why I do shit on my own. There is no witnesses. There's nobody to point the finger to say he did this, he did that. If I get jammed up, all I have to do is say lawyer. They can only stick me for what they got me with right then and there. I'm not going to help them tie up their loose ends. He straight stood there for like 20-30 minutes telling on himself. And then the rat went to prison anyway. He got sentenced to like 10 years anyway. Even after he sat in that room telling them everything and then some. Extras everywhere. The investigator didn't even have to ask that much. Pino was just going, telling him stuff that he didn't even ask about. And then when the tape cuts off, he's like, yeah, we're about to go on a ride so you can show me all these houses you're talking about. So you know, Pino jumped in that car and went pointing, hey, that house right there, that's where they stash it. This house right over here, they do this, they do that. You know, I can't even count the number of names he mentioned throughout that video. And look, if you guys have love for Pino, that's fine. I understand there's going to be trolls that has something to say about this video. But the only reason why you would have something to say to me about this video is because you've never been in the system. You've never been locked up. You don't understand how it goes. I don't claim the gang. I don't. But he did. And he still did not keep it solid. So what I want to know, whatever gang he was claiming, Crip, Hoover, whatever he was supposed to be, how does the gang feel about this interrogation video? Because he said, all right, here in Florida, my name's good. My name's good. How? How is his name good after seeing that video? It was different whenever he had signed his Miranda rights and we assumed he probably said something about the girl, right? I mean, we knew he's a snitch for a while now, but we never knew it went to this length. I am blown away. Shit, I could watch the first 48 and everything and still never see an interrogation video like this one. This one was straight over the top. And the whole time I'm watching it, I'm thinking, this boy's claiming Crip. This fool's got golds in his mouth and he's tatted up, telling everybody he's living like that, threatening to fight everybody on the internet. And the whole time, he's just a rat. His name is no good. Let me tell you Pino's future. He needs to get off of YouTube, save YouTube for the big dogs, right? And he needs to go on TikTok, where the kids are, and start making dancing videos. That's the only future he has. He needs to go somewhere and just start doing some other shit. Because there's no way after that video anybody is going to say he's a real one. And I seen in his comments, I saw what it said. He had a lot of support saying, yeah, you're growing, this and that. Yeah, you're growing, so you're learning, take care of your kids. Man, I'm all for that for a regular person. But it wasn't just a couple months ago. He's on there smoking a blunt with his homeboys, talking about nobody could fuck with him. He's portraying an image. This is what I was saying in my last video. Anybody could come on the internet and be anything. And it makes me sick for real. You have to weed out the fake. And I know real's going to recognize real. I get that. I get that. But sometimes you could be fooled by an image, right? So the whole time everybody was giving K-Frog and 1090 a bunch of bullshit about exposing him, talking about it wasn't that bad. How do you feel now? It was worse than what you thought. It was worse than what you thought. Now, I could have came on here and did a reaction to the interrogation, but I wasn't going to do that just because I didn't want to hear that shit again. I really didn't. I can't stand a rat or a buster. I can't stand that. You know how many good people are locked behind the wall right now because of people like Pino? Homeboys that'll never get out because they thought they were riding around with somebody solid, fired off a few shots, got caught up, and then all of a sudden the investigators know everything that went down. That's Pino. He's that person. Now, I'm not going to hold you guys too long. Like, I don't want to make a long video about this. I just felt like I had to say something. Because I was just talking about the prison genre. And how I knew that there was fakes, rats, and snakes embedded in that genre. I knew it. That's why I switched over to reactions. At least what you see is what you get, right? But when I'm listening to the prison YouTubers tell their story, I have to just take them on their word. I'm not going to get on the internet and look up paperwork and shit like that. I don't do that. That's 1090 Jake's job. He does that. He's the one that's got access to all the prison paperwork or whatever. I don't get into it like that. I'm just looking at people like, do they have a real message or not? Are they trying to help people or not? And when Pino was on 23-1 saying he was mobbing the compound, running with Crips, he opened up the armrest and pulled out the blower and showed it and then put it back and said, just so everybody knows I'm living like that. When I saw that video, I was like, damn, who's this guy? He must be really for real wanting to go back to lockup. He's flashing the blower on fucking YouTube. On Josh's platform. I'm surprised he didn't blur it out, but he didn't. He just let it go. Now, that's not on him, that's on Pino. And then a little later on, he posted himself at the gun range, being a convicted felon. All because why, man? Because he wants to portray this image. He wants to show these people like, look how I'm living. Don't mess with me, I'm living like that. Throwing up the big C's, everything like that. I gotta know. Anybody from his set, hit me. I gotta know. What's the consequences for a guy like him? For real, I don't even claim the set. And if I did that, I would have to move away. I would have to get out of my neighborhood. I wouldn't be able to go to the store or anywhere. Nowhere. They'd be like, look, there's the rat. And be on me. And I don't even claim the set. So what happens to somebody that does? And does that? He's still all good where he's at? His name's still ringing? He's all good? I gotta know. That's my biggest thing. I gotta know. The best reaction I saw on it yet was Milk. He straight geeked on him, tore him up. I know a couple other YouTubers did a reaction on it too, and they were letting him have it, and I'm glad. Because see, when the grass eventually gets cut, you're going to see them snakes, them fakes, them phonies, them rats. And we have one right here. Riding around with fucking Minor Mouse, talking shit about Milk like they're looking for him. Nowhere even in his area. They don't really want a problem like that. But they're acting. They're straight acting like they're living like that. That was proven. The video was broke down and proven that they never even rolled up on anybody and asked about Milk. So you have a rat and a pedophile running around looking for somebody that's really in the set, that really put work in. Got his name out there. Everybody's like, oh, but he don't go back to his hood. He's not supposed to. He made it out. Dummies. Stupid. What, he's supposed to go risk his life every day to prove to the internet? That's what I'm saying. This shit's backwards. This whole YouTube and internet shit's got people's heads so fucked up, it's backwards. It really is. I gotta know, man. Put it in the comments. Tell me, what do you guys feel when you watch that interrogation video? He crossed the line all the way. He didn't even cross the line. He fucking got on top of the bridge and jumped. And the dumbass still got 10 years. 7 years, however much he got. He still got charged with all of it. And did you hear him in the video? Like, last time I talked to the investigators, they charged me with everything. So this wasn't his first time. The boy was born a snitch. He was born this way. Just like Mighty Mouse was born a pedophile. You get what I'm saying? This is how it goes. Man, I'm just going, hey look, I'm gonna leave it right here. I'm just telling you guys, some of your favorite YouTubers ain't what they claim to be. They're not. They're one way on the internet and a different way in real life. That's that. And yeah, I did time, but it wasn't because I was living like that. I don't think I'm hard. I don't think I'm nothing like that. Nothing at all. But I'm not on here throwing up gang signs, showing the blower, telling everybody I'm living like that. I'm not. I'm just somebody that knows people that's been locked up behind people like Pino. And it pisses me off. For real, good people behind the wall because people like Pino. There's no coming back for him. He's going to be doing the little singing and dancing on YouTube next time you see Pino. That's where he's going to be at, making TikTok videos. There's no place for him here on YouTube. Not in the prison genre. He better come up with something else. That boy's been exposed, and we all know what he is now. Even though his whole prison, his whole YouTube career, he's been getting exposed left and right. Getting called out for lies left and right. But this was the icing on the cake. I will never, ever click on another video of his or have anything to say about him. Ever. That was it. But look, until next time, don't fucking rat on good people. Hold your head and stay out of lockup.